Good morning, guys. Today is May 29. Right now it's about 9:30 a.m. Today is also Memorial Day, so happy Memorial Day to everyone, especially those who are in the armed force. Right now I'm just walking to my parents' house right now, which doesn't live too far from where I'm living right now. It's about a block away. Let me turn the video around. Yep, so if you can see, that's my parents' house right there. Let me show you around the neighborhood. It's pretty nice. That's my friend's car right there who parked right there. He's currently renting a room from this house right here. Yes, I think he rented some sort of like a studio or something all the way in the back. The guy kind of built the place himself, and I think he paid about $900 for it. I think it's pretty not that bad in the Bay Area if you have your own separate room and everything. But anyway, this video is mainly going to be about me changing my differential oil. Right now it's around 9:30 in the morning. The sun's not out yet. It's beautiful. It's kind of foggy up in the mountain right now. It's not too far away. So yeah, I'm also quickly going to show you guys. I'll be using these white out to help me with the changing wheel differential. If you saw my previous video, you probably noticed that I jacked the car up yesterday, and then I also washed the car. Well, not the outside of the car, but underneath the car, because I'll be doing something pretty soon. But yeah, let me quickly show you all the stuff that we need. Okay, so some of the things that you need to do your wheel differential oil. Obviously, you need an oil pan where all the waste will be going. For differential, I'll be using a Rare 975 W90 for my Honda S2000. The one that I have is 2007, so I'll be using the 7590. You could use different one. They got like a Rebel mobile one and stuff like that, but I'll be using that. And you also need a fuel cord pump. So this is basically going to be the thing that you stick this on top of it, and then you basically pump it into your differential casing. Well, I don't have much to at my house currently, at my parents' house, so I'll just be using one of these adjustable one. I don't know what they call it. Kind of like a wrench type of thing. And then this is going to be the drain. This socket is going to be for the drain bolt. This is kind of too big actually. This is 24. I believe what the size is probably 22. I think it's 22 or 23. But anyway, this is all I have, and if it fit, but it's still kind of a little bit loose though. At the same time, while I'm using the 7590, I'll be also using a AT205 wheel seal. Even though my differential doesn't leak, but I read online and on YouTube that this is supposed to help loop up the sealing, the rubber seal. So even though my differential doesn't leak at this moment, but still I felt like the car is like 10 years old, so maybe some of the seals kind of like dry up and stuff like that. It shouldn't even be dry up, because as long as if you have any oil inside the differential, it should be fresh. But still, I'm going to apply a little bit of this. This thing doesn't cause any harm to your car, so yeah. So, and also a wipeout. I'll tell you guys why I need this pretty soon. Yeah, so these are the things that you need to change your wheel differential. So quickly, let me show you guys where the wheel differential. For those of you guys who doesn't know, wheel differential is only for wheel drive car. If you have like a mid-engine or anything like that, you obviously don't need it. If you have like an all-wheel drive system, oftentimes you probably do. If you have like GTR or some sort like that, you probably have like a transmission in the rear, so they probably don't have a differential or something. So differential is all the way in the back of the car. It's basically connected to the axle as you could see. It's kind of rusted because I kind of sprayed water on it trying to clean it. So this is your drain plug right here. I'm not sure exactly the size. I believe it's probably around, I don't know, 23, or because the one that I have right now, the 24 socket, is kind of big. It's a little bit loose, but it still works though. So either it's 23 or 22. And this socket right here, I think this is 22 for sure. Yeah, either 22. Yeah, either 22 or 20. I'm not exactly for sure, but the reason why I use a wrench because the distance right here is really small, so I don't have exactly a socket that fits this while my thing will basically it doesn't really fit. So I'm using that other wrench. And also the reason why I use a the white out is because I don't have a torque wrench, so I'm not sure exactly the torque size. So I'll be just marking the corner of it, both sides, one on this side and one on this side, like 90 degrees. So I know that because currently it's not leaking, so obviously it's in the right amount of torque. So I'll probably just highlight these so I know when I put it back, I know where to stop. Same thing for that one too. So I'm just going to do a white out right now on this. And what you want to do is you want to open this one to have the pusher in, and then open the bottom drain plug. Yeah, I'm not sure if it has a magnet or anything like that, so I'll probably use one of the magnet while it drains to try to find out if any scrap metal coming out of it. So loose this one up and loose that. The oil will come out. When you're done, just close it back in, and then go. I don't have a torque wrench, and I'm not sure how much torque you need, but right now it's fine because it doesn't leak. So I'm just going to close it, tight it up exactly to where the white out is going to be, and same thing. And then after that, you use the pump to stick it in, and then pump all the oil that you need into the casing right here, the housing. And when it starts dripping out of it, that's when it's full, and then you obviously just close it. That's it. I don't exactly have a good amount of oil. It's kind of hard for me to show you guys because I'm recording. I'm holding this myself. I don't have anyone like holding it for me. So yeah. Let me quickly show you guys the magnet that I was talking about. Oh man. Oh, it's not gonna hold. So the magnet that I was talking about is going to be one of these. That's all I have at my house. This is actually supposed to hold all your bolt and stuff like that. It sticks to it, but I'm just going to use this while the oil is draining. I'm just going to stick this underneath that, and then see if any scrap metal come out. That kind of indicate how's the condition of your transmission. If you have like all these metal pieces coming out, that's meaning something definitely wrong with it. Maybe the teeth of the gear is kind of broke off or something like that. And also you need a rag. So yeah, that's basically it. And then later on, next video, I'll be showing you guys how to change the transmission fluid right here. I got this transmission fluid for free from the Honda dealership, and then also motor oil. I'll be doing it too. Alright, I'll show you guys the finishing product afterward. Okay guys, so I'm going to quickly show you guys what it looked like. So as you could see, the filter bolt, the drain bolt is out, and let me see if I can see my finger right there is going, and then the drain bolt is open as well. I kind of use a white out for indication right there. And I noticed that it actually has a magnet on the drain bolt right here. So there's actually something on top. I noticed it's a small piece of metal. I don't know what's that came off of it. So I might just got to clean this up, clean all the black stuff off of it. This is the filter bolt right here, which is copper looking, but yeah, so I basically have to wipe this off and see exactly what kind of piece of metal is it. Just a small piece, so it's not that bad, I guess. It's not like a lot of them. Overall, you just clean this up and then close the drain bolt and then stick the pump into the filter bolt and start pumping it in. When it starts leaking out from the top, then that's mean it's full. Okay guys, so I can't remember where I left off on the differential oil change, but the main point is that when you start adding the oil into the filter plug, when it get really full, it starts to drip out, and it's okay. I personally don't like to waste oil and basically waste stuff, but you know, that's how things work. So when you start adding it into it, it's going to drip for sure at the beginning. So when it starts dripping out a lot, that's just to show that it's full. And what you do want to do is right away you want to pull the hose out and then twist the bolts back in fast as possible. So it's okay if it drip out. I mean, at the beginning when I was doing it, it was dripping out a lot, and you know, I was debating if I want to stop or not, because I want to maximize the loop, maximize the fluids inside the differential, but at the same time I didn't want it to waste a lot. But you know, things happen like that. But anyway, so you just, after you're done, one thing make sure you want to do is that you gotta recycle all your oil, you know, clean it up. So this is all the mist that I left behind doing a transmission and all that stuff. So make sure you clean everything up and recycle everything. That's one thing for sure. Okay, well basically that's the end of the rear differential oil.